That's Brendan Haywood. That's Steve Smith. I'm Chris Miles. We had one game on Thursday night, and the Dallas Mavericks looking for redemption, looking to stop their 3-game losing streak after losing to the Golden State Warriors earlier the week, and the Utah Jazz looking for their first home win of the season. No Kyrie Irving for the Dallas Mavericks, and a hot start by Luka. Brendan, he was on fire in the first quarter.
Luka, understand there's no Kyrie in this game, came out with bad intentions, and it was looking good early on for Luka and the Mavs.
How about Kyle Filipowski? Started the game 6 for 6, Smitty, 14 points.
I mean, looking comfortable, and look at the jumper from deep. I love his inside out. He is a talented young player.
Quentin Grimes getting a start for Kyrie Irving. Part of a 13-4 Mavs running at 15 points. Can you please pose for my poster?
Oh, my. Oh, that's filthy. Was that Hardy?
Yes, sir. Jane
finest.
Harvey on Keontae George. Watch Larry Marketing here. We know he's only played 7 games this season. Does not return. The Jazz up by 10 after this point.
That poked in the eye.
Yep. Najee Marshall. Watch him hustling on defense.
Thievery.
2 of his 19 points. Dallas within 1 possession after being down by as much as 16. Then Luka ties it up at 108. 37 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds for Luka.
I'll tell you what, Jordan Clarkson had big buckets down the stretch to help Utah in this one.
Reminds us why he was once the 6th man of the year. John Collins on the putback. So it's a 3-point Utah advantage again. Late, Clay.
Can't leave that guy.
Leave him over?
Can't leave that guy.
We're tied at 113. Speaking of which, you say you can't leave that guy open. That's from 3-point range. Watch Luka here.
Hey, man. Hey, Luka, come on, man.
He went night-night on defense.
Hey, come on, Luka.
Wait, B.
He just left underneath the basket.
I don't understand.
Come on, Luka. Come on, Luka. You can't do that.
Understand this. Najee Marshall shoots 17% from 3-point range. Luka passes it to him here as time expires.
Might be 16% now.
Probably right. Utah Jazz get their first
easy.
home win of the season. They've actually won 3 of their last 5. Here is John Collins after the win.
Man, I wanted this home win so bad. That was the only thought coming into my mind today. I just wanted to come out here and obviously play as hard as I could for the fans, but more importantly, get a win, and we got that today.
The resilience your team showed, especially coming out of the first half, that third quarter. What happened? What was the message at halftime, and how were you guys able to come out so strong?
We knew it was going to be a battle in the second half. It's always a game of runs, and it obviously got a little bit chippy at the end. And, you know, I said if it was a dogfight, then let's make it a dogfight, fellas, and drag a win out. And that's what we did tonight. It's all about staying mentally strong.
You felt the energy in this building, but can you describe what it means to just get this win in front of all of these fans here in Utah?
It means a lot, man. I love all the home fans here in Utah. I love you, Jazz Nation. So it hurt me coming in every day knowing that we didn't get the win, but I can sleep a little better tonight knowing that we got you guys one. So I'm just happy.
John, thanks. Congrats.
Mavs 1-6 in clutch games so far this season. For comparison, they were 23-9 all of last year in clutch games. Smitty, how is this last defensive play indicative of why they struggled in clutch games?
Well, when you watch this play, I still don't understand what was the process of Luka being this high up. He's guarding John Collins. I mean, he is at the elbow with no communication back to the basket, back to the ball. He doesn't see man and ball. This is unacceptable for me, B. Wood. I don't understand what he was trying to do. What you think?
I understand what he's trying to do, but it's still unacceptable. He thought a screen and roll was going to take place. He was trying to be up early, and then he was going to switch out because Luka knew they were going to try to hunt him in the screen and roll and get him to switch on Clarkson. The problem was he was way too high up, totally went to sleep, and forgot where his man was and gave up what ended up being the game-winning dunk.
And you're right, B. Wood.
So right here, like,
he's
so you
thinking
see,
Collins is coming up.
He's thinking Collins is coming up, and he's going to try to anticipate and go to the corner. That's what he's trying to do. So Collins is going to. He's thinking Collins is going to come up. Luka is not going to run out with him. He's going to run to the corner, and he's going to let Grimes go with Collins to take away the switch. But what happens is He gets way too high up. Way too high up. And just totally opens up the backside of the defense and gives up a dunk.
You cannot have that type of play without their communication and lose a ball game where it's just unacceptable. It wasn't even a jab and a slip in the back door. It was just to stand there and a dunk.
Did you see Clarkson's eyes the whole time? His eyes, he's like, hey, he's open.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew it right away. Like, it was an easy pass.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, kudos to John Collins, who scored 28 or more in 3 of the last 5 games. And the Jazz have won 3 of their last 5. But let's get back to the Mavs and seeing all the struggles that they've had. I know Kyrie Irving, not in this game, Brendan, but they also gave up 16 offensive rebounds. That's not something that Kyrie's going to help fix.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they gave up too many offensive rebounds. In the first quarter, the Mavs also turned the ball over. Utah had 10 points off turnovers in the first quarter. That really
7 steals.
Yeah, exactly. So didn't take care of the ball early, gave up some offensive rebounds, and then late you have the defensive mishap, and that's how you lose a game like this on the road.
Hey, that game, the only game on TV on Thursday night, and it was on NBA TV. Coming up on Saturday, more action. Luka to Don, and the Mavs try to...
All right, Mavs Jazz, as you just heard in the headlines, not sure if Kyrie Irving's going to go or not. He's had a really nice year so far, basically putting up 25, 5, and 5. And the Mavs, they don't play that fast. They actually play a pretty slow pace. Jazz are 2 and 8. It's not great. It's not great. All right, let's get everybody in and find out what's what. Primetime pregame. Kenzie Brooks, Zach Simony, I'm Eric Casillas. One game on the slate, so you got to give me one. What do you like best about this game? I understand the two of you have focused on the same player, so I'll go first and get out of the way. I'm going to go under. Right? 230's a lot. You're in the mountains. Mavs may go a little deeper to the bench. Jazz, I think, are kind of putrid. And the Mavs play a lot slower than people realize. Less possessions, mountain air, maybe no Kyrie. Under 230 is my play on this game. Mackenzie Brooks, what do you like?
I like Derek Lively to have a steal. He had 5 in his first 5 games, and he didn't have one against Golden State, but this is the perfect team to get a steal against. So really pricing this as if he's just going up against an average turnover team, but this is a turnover-prone team. You got 3 of the top 6 projected scorers for Utah that are bigs, and they love to let their bigs handle the ball, and that's prime situation for Derek Lively to get a steal here tonight. So I just feel like this is an overlooked line.
Kenzie Brooks, feeling lively. What do you say there, Zach?
I'm going to take his under on his points, under 9.5. I know Kyrie may not play it. It's moved up a full point, but this is a Jazz team that's woeful at home, 0-5. And all the times we talk about potential blowout spots impacting props, and this fits the billing right here. This is the Dallas Mavericks team that's lost 3 straight nail-biting games. They lost to the Phoenix Suns by 1 point when they fouled Yusuf Nurkic with under a second left. They lost to the Denver Nuggets by 2 points, a Michael Porter game winner with 6 seconds left, and they just came off losing to Golden State Warriors on a Steph Curry dagger 3 when they lost by 3 points. So this is a Dallas Mavericks team that's going to be ready to take their frustrations out.
In a game filled with energy, resilience, and key performances, the Utah Jazz finally captured their first home win of the season, defeating the Dallas Mavericks 117-113. The win marked a significant turning point for a team that has faced challenges early in the season. Let's dive into the details of this electrifying game and why it signifies a bright moment for the Jazz moving forward. Key performances that stood out. Jordan Clarkson's leadership in crunch time. Jordan Clarkson once again proved his worth as a leader on the floor. In the game's crucial moments, Clarkson delivered key buckets and maintained his composure, showcasing why he was named 6th Man of the Year in the past. His decision-making and ability to read the defense sealed the deal for the Jazz in the final moments of the game. John Collins continues to shine. John Collins played a pivotal role, contributing not only with a game-winning dunk but also with consistent scoring throughout the matchup. His ability to dominate the paint and stretch the floor gave the Mavericks trouble all night. Collins, who has scored 28 or more in 3 of the last 5 games, is emerging as a cornerstone player for this Jazz roster. Resilience of Keyonte George. The rookie sensation Keyonte George showed flashes of brilliance once again, proving why he's a key player in Utah's future plans. His ability to step up in critical situations is a promising sign for the Jazz as they continue to develop their young core. What went wrong for the Mavericks? The absence of Kyrie Irving placed significant pressure on Luka Doncic, who still managed to shine with 37 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. However, a critical defensive lapse in the game's closing seconds proved costly. Luka's miscommunication and overcommitment allowed John Collins to find an open lane for the game-winning dunk. The Mavericks' struggles in clutch moments this season are notable. After going 23-0 in clutch games last season, they've fallen to 1-6 in such scenarios this year, a glaring issue that could derail their aspirations if not addressed. Takeaways for the Jazz. This win isn't just about breaking the home win drought, it symbolizes the growth of the Jazz as a team. Coach Will Hardy's halftime adjustments and the players' mental toughness set the tone for the second half. The Jazz outworked the Mavericks in key stretches, showing that they can compete against tough opponents even when faced with adversity. John Collins summed it up perfectly in his post-game interview. "I just wanted to come out here and play as hard as I could for the fans. We knew it was going to be a battle in the second half, but we stayed mentally strong, and that's what got us the win." The energy in the arena was electric, and the Jazz fans showed their unwavering support. With this win, the Jazz improved their record and add some much-needed momentum heading into the next stretch of games. Looking ahead, this victory shows that the Utah Jazz have the pieces to succeed and grow this season. With continued performances from their core players, improved communication on the court, and the steady hand of Coach Hardy, the Jazz are proving that they can compete in the highly competitive Western Conference. We want to hear from you. What do you think about this thrilling win? Can the Jazz continue to build on this momentum? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to Utah Jazz News for more updates, game reactions, and in-depth analysis. Your support means everything to us.